the truth like the Caribbean. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings to life so you don't feel the fall. Calm in the storm with the urban kid. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild. She captures the world like a camera doll. Word on the street, justice in the air. Bringing you the truth like the Caribbean. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings to life so you don't feel the fall. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild. She captures the world like a camera dial. Word on the street, justice in the air. Bringing you the truth like the Caribbean. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings to life so you don't feel the fall. She paints a shade that aren't black or white. In the ink of her stories, there's always the light. No matter where you are, you'll hear her call, echoing the truth, standing tall. Word on the street, justice in the air. Bringing you the truth like the Caribbean. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings to life so you don't feel the fall.
Yes, yes. Welcome back to the Odyssey Podcast with, of course, your girl Word and, of course, the First Lady OG. And this is Word on the Streets. And we are back in the building with another one. And, of course, where we left off at, you guys already know. But before I even dive into that, let me just thank my beautiful subscribers. I want to thank my subscribers very much. Thank you guys for keep on supporting me. Putting them thumbs up, keeping me in the algorithm. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for my Bush watchers. Thank you so much to the replay gang. And last but not least, my wonderful and beautiful moderators. Thank you guys so very much. I appreciate you guys so very much. We got one of the greatest moderators in the building right now in the building. Because let me tell you, I got some great moderators. Let me tell you. So we got one of them in the building right now, Sonia, and I'm sure my other moderators are definitely in the building, always supporting, always replaying. So shout out to my other moderators. Like I said, I have the greatest moderators. I love them. I appreciate them so very much. Thank you guys for pulling up on me. Like I said, we back in the building. Y'all already know I was supposed to come back. We got a lot of things we're gonna be discussing and talking about. What you see right now, we're gonna dive into in just a moment. Listen, go check out Marta the Smarter, Virtual Assist 10:01 a.m. right here on YouTube. And yes, she's on every other social media platform. So you can definitely find her at any other social media platform. Marta the Smarter 10:01 Virtual Assist. If you are a new content creator, and you want to put out content and you want to know how to go about doing those things, she's the person to connect with. If you are a content creator already and you want to learn new tricks as far as putting out content, she's the person that you need to check in. I promise you. And if you are a person that you've been working for a long time, going out there now, you just want to be able to be home with your family, she also assists you with work from home. Y'all already know. I got direction. So I know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. You already know how that is. We got the First Lady OG, Holla's voice, First Lady. OG is Auntie's house in the building. And of course, she always loves to greet her people. So I'm going to let her speak for herself. First Lady OG, you in the building?
Peace, 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 love and light to all. I am the First Lady, the OG, the voice signifying the visualizer of opportunity for inner city children everywhere. So therefore, I use my voice to sing, which is to save inner city neighborhoods globally until we can sang and save all neighborhoods, to save inner city neighborhoods gradually. pardon me. And then we will sing to save all neighborhoods globally. If you wish to become a voice and be a part of my tribe, you can do so by sending me your Gmail. Either drop it in the chat, put it on the community board, or you can hit me in the DM. Um, I did see that, Sonia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. I did see that about a little body found in Detroit behind a building in the garbage. I did see that. Um, we like to deal with real live things. We just like to always keep the attention to always know it's always about the children. With that being said, again, as you can see on the front, firstladyent.com. Make sure that y'all stay connected. God forbid if anything was to happen to the internet, that's where you'll be able to find me at any time. And I appreciate Word Justice, her segment Word on the Street. And thank you, the Odyssey Podcast, for having me come through again. Shout out to the window watchers, the replay gang, to all the moderators. Definitely Sonia in the building. And let's get to it.
So, guys, there's a lot to talk about. And before I dive in to Nizea, I want to actually just go back really quickly because the last live I left you with was Ali Carter. Give me 1 second, guys.
The tag names that I am listing, they
So, like
are
I
here on YouTube. So I am just putting that for you. Yo, yo, yo. Hank up
Yo,
in the
yo, yo,
building.
Hank. We got Hank in the building. And yes, let me tell you, check out Savage Royalty. When I tell you she is definitely the truth. As a young woman, just the way she does her breakdown is very to where when I tell you you have the same sentiment and it's just all truth and raw truth from her perspective with everything and what she puts out there for us just to really tap into. Even if you don't live in that area, does not mean you don't need to tap in. If we're going to say children are our children, they're all our children, no matter what part of the world they in. Yo, Hank, 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 shout outs to Hank. You already know, another great moderator back in the building. So, y'all, trust and believe me, like I tell you, if you guys stick with me, I got so many source outlets that you guys could tap into that will definitely relate to you. With that being said, I wanted to, before I dive into Nazea, I want to dive back into the previous live I left you guys with, which was Ali Carter. Sonia was the one who actually assisted through the process of sending information in regards to Ali Carter and the LA fires that were taking place, which prompted the Odyssey podcast, of course, to want to go live on it. And like I tell you guys, as long as you guys are leaving me comments, whatever it may be, and you guys want to talk about it, I will make it my business to research. And of course, the first lady is always researching and tapping in with me and keeping me alert also. That's why I love like we can't do without the old school love when I tell you, because that's a different type of love. That's a genuine love. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys so much. And with the Ali Carter, we are going to be back to finish listen to what she has to say. It's been a lot of things happening so far with her. I know that she's trying to maintain her safety. I really can't understand why her and Jaguar, and honestly, if I had to analyze it, I feel like the media plays a big part into why they're trying to put Jaguar and Ali Carter against each other. Ali Carter sister and mother has spoken out. They have came to social media and they have spoken out, and they went to a content creator by the name of World News. So for you guys who are not familiar with World News, he was big on covering a guy by the name of Eligio Bishop, aka Nature Boy. He did big coverage on it. He filed many reports against him, all types of stuff, and now he's tapped in to the Ali Carter case. However, I don't agree with how he's going about certain things when it comes down to reporting on the Ali Carter case or whatever have you. But he has brought the sister and the mom to the forefront. Um, and it's another sister that is also siding with Ali Carter in regards to things that she's experienced in the home and after leaving her mom's home. Um, the sister and the mother is saying something different. Hold on, guys. I'll be back. First lady, hold it down. I'll be right back.
I have not seen that footage that she's talking about. I need to see who she's speaking on as saying that she's Ali Carter's mom. To be honest with you, I will not be able to say as of today whether that is definitely her, if it's biological or not, because I have never laid eyes on her biological mother to know that that is actually her. The one that she is running with, that is her mother, that she claims as her mother, she is of the clear persuasion. So if it's not her, then I actually do not know who this is, and I would love to see who it is, because you know a lot of people just do things for clout. A lot of people do things just for numbers. Like we used to say back in the days, people be just doing it for the gram, you know. For it's a shame how, again, like the story, remember the lady that they set on fire on the train in New York. It's crazy how somebody could be sitting there videoing it instead of trying to tackle her with a bunch of coats or blankets or something. Okay, you won't have a blanket in the train station, but everybody's got on a coat. It's cold. And real humanity and love of another person, regardless of religion, color, and things of that nature. I just feel like as the American people, like somebody just should have started taking off their coats and just trying to smother her and put her out, and opposed to just sit there and watch her burn. So, like I said, people do a lot of things for views and they want to go AKA viral on social media. So
And that's
again,
what's
I did
up.
not see what word is about to show you guys, so I can't really be for sure if this
Okay,
is
so
actually her mother or not. But the mother that she calls mother that she's with is of the clear persuasion, and if that's not her, then I don't know who this is. Even the sister,
so are when
not
you
her.
talk about Ali Carter.
Yep.
So the person that Ali Carter is with right now, her biological mother is stating, and the sister is stating that that is the woman who has coerced her into saying the things that she's saying or whatever have you. But I will say this. I'm going to actually send you the full interview that took place and whatnot. But I will say this through me listening to the interview is that the sister, which is the eldest of the mom of what we know to be Ali Carter, but her real
Yo,
name
she got
is
a lot of
Tori.
nerve. I don't even want to hear it.
Right. But so I will say this. I am going to come back because I want to play that audio. I have my own perception on it. And what I do feel for the elder sister, I don't really feel that she has any legitimacy when it comes down to the things that she was saying just because you were not around, right? And based on the years difference between the two, you definitely was not around. And even the contradiction part, like she went missing and she was missing for a while. Then you guys said you didn't know where she was, but now you believe to say that she was with the woman that she's with right now that said that um took her in as an adult, because at the time of her meeting this woman and changing her name over to Allie Carter is when she was 18 years old. But she was missing all that time prior before. And so what is stated that if you knew she was missing, it's I'll be real with you. I want to dive deep into it. And so because I do, I don't want to give too much. And I'm going to be able to actually play the audio. I don't know what's going on with the StreamYard, but I am now transitioning to Restream, and I am actually learning the process of Restream, and I've been having technical difficulties um with Restream. I'm like signed up, all of that, but it's something with the emails that it's not allowing my channel to pop up the way it needs to pop up. So I'm definitely having technical difficulties. Me and the First Lady OG was on the phone, her on her end, I'm on my end trying to figure out the whole process. But soon as I am able to, you know that we would no longer be with StreamYard, we will be with Restream. But I'm coming through StreamYard right now, and so because I am not paying for it, it seems like I'm having more technical difficulties versus when I was paying for it. But neither here or there. We're gonna definitely dive in more into that. I will be playing the interview of Allie Carter's biological mom and sister and other sister that's stating that what Allie is saying is true, and the abuse they endured and the foster care the sister um is definitely stating it. Allie does have two sisters. Like I said, the elder sister is coming out to speak on the mom's behalf, but she was not really in the home during the time of Allie Carter and the sister before. Um, I'm actually gonna disclose that sister's name. Like I said, I don't want to give too much because I want to come back with it. I'm gonna finish off playing the audio that I was playing for you guys previous before on the first video, and we're gonna dive into that. So look forward for that video dropping very soon with, and trust me, I'm dropping shorts and then we're gonna come live with it. But look forward to the shorts that I'll be dropping, and I'll also be coming back live with the First Lady OG. What's the matter, baby? So with that being said, I want to dive into Nizea. And this is something that's definitely devastating. Forgive me, I'll be multitasking. What's the matter, Zuri? You want, okay. I'll be right back, First Lady. Can you guys give me a moment? Sonia, Hank. I'll be back, guys.
When I say sometimes I dislike the internet, which is why I stay strong on things that I firmly believe. Um, just looking at the internet now, because all of these things are happening, do not think for 1 second that people are not being who is that? Because that's not Allie. Like, so it's like when you see some of these things, everybody's saying now her father's um saying, like, it's just so much, y'all. It's just so much here. And to be honest with you, a lot of this I'm not believing. A lot of this I'm feeling some people are being paid for. Like I said, I actually saw footage of this girl being oh, I forgot the name of it. It's like associative. It's a disorder due to Um, I want to say it's a disorder due so-called mom and sister. Exactly. Exactly, Sonia. That's how I feel. Or let's say now, we know that Shelly isn't her biological mother, so she definitely has one. Whether this one is it or not, my thing is, were you paid? Hi, sorry. Were you paid to say the things that you're saying to contradict what she's saying because it's getting close to the takedown? Like, so you can't be so caught up in the media as far as what everybody's saying. Now I'm looking at things that they're saying that Shelly is actually the one trafficking her, and Corey SSG still tells on itself. Um Smear campaign. So maybe it is her bio mother because they have a video of her going back at her biological mother 8 days ago. So to me, like, this is a rabbit hole to really Gene Deal even has a video as well. So like when I say it's a lot of people saying and doing things for virility, um like I
And
just saw something that says that Shelly is the one trafficking her, she's the handler, and Allie is the victim.
it,
Like Allie
it's
is,
all of that. It's all of that. You hit it on the head. But the thing is, we got to do the breakdown for that also. And like I said, just having her mom come out, and
I
which
mean,
is her
Jaguar Wright
biological
states that Diddy is trying to silence Allie Carter. So it's
well, we're
like,
going to dive deep into it, and I want to
I mean,
finish
it's
up
a
for us to
big
be able to
hole.
listen to what she had to say in regards prior to all the things that is now coming to light. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's a lot of light to be shed, and even them
So where was her
discrediting.
biological mother and her sister 2 years ago, three
They're
years ago?
stating
And she was
they're
on the
stating
same internet speaking her truth and creating Allie's army and things of that nature and meeting up at these different places. Like, where was this biological mother now? So now, 3 years later, now that shit is hitting the fan and things that Allie is saying is coming to pass, now all of a sudden, here comes a biological mother and sister to tell people that she's lying. Like, y'all really got to start thinking outside the box and seeing what's going on, and don't fall into all of these traps, people. Like, honest. Where? I mean, open it. There's no light out there no more. We got to fix the. Excuse me, guys. You know these damn kids don't care. Mine's is bigger than Zuri. So she knows she got sons the same age, damn near as her little brother. So she know how they do. Just open the door and start talking. Like, not excuse me, nothing. Like, anyway, she could be. She could be, Sonia. She could be. Like, I don't really know. Like, again, when I say it's when I say it's a million, of course I'm exaggerating, but it is a million videos right now just on Allie Carter, and like I said, 3 years ago and 4 years ago, when she was stating all of this, where were they saying that she was lying then? Why are they all of a sudden popping up now that people are going down, or when a lot of the things that she said are proven to be true? Allie Carter says she's coming with marks on penises and things of that nature. Like, that's how real she
I mean,
is.
it's a lot, but like I said, First Lady OG, like I said, it's so much that I think that we're gonna be able to dive into, and I want to be able to finish up playing the things that she said prior before. But I also feel that once you guys hear the interview also it adds on another layer. And I do agree when you say, where is the mother? Because that question was put out there, and it was stated to say that it was a receipts sent to World News of Allie Carter being interactive in school, having good grades, and even when the sister, which is the eldest sister, was talking, she was like, I always felt like she was smarter than me, but they were not calling her Allie. Let's make that clear. They were calling her Tori. Um, so she was stating that the elder sister was stating, like, I always felt like Tori was smarter than me. And the mother right behind replies and states, yes, she was, right? And so they're trying to paint a whole picture of her upbringing, but what is going to leave everyone puzzled, which it was just crazy to me, is the fact that she went missing. So during the timing that she went missing, what were you guys doing? But like I said, I don't want to dive
Nothing.
too
It
deep
wasn't
yet
on the
because I
internet,
want to
that's
come back
for sure.
with it. I want to finish play off the video which was sent through Sonia. I want to actually finish play that off for us, and then I'll jump into the interview. And
Oh,
everything,
we
guys,
finished
right
that one.
now is going to be through audio unless I figure out the restream. Once I figure out the restream situation, then I will be able to actually play the audio alongside of us commentating on it. That's why I want to leave StreamYard, because even through paying for StreamYard, it was always a difficulty of I could be behind the scenes. First Lady OG could account to it. We'll do a run through of things that I want to be able to play for us, what we will be commentating on, and then come live. And I'm having so much discrepancy. You guys can't hear. It's sounding like I'm underwater, like a robot, all types of stuff. So this is one of the reasons why I chose to go through a whole nother network. But soon as I fix that, you guys will definitely be getting full in-depth commentary alongside hearing the victim's words as we go through the process, alongside the person that's the accuser of whatever it may be. So look forward to that. So just stay tuned for that. When I tell you though, it's real. And when I come back tomorrow, unfortunately, I will just be playing the audio, but I will have a picture up to depict who will be speaking at that point in time. Just like I have a picture up of Nizea right now that you all can see. This shit has gotten really sick. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is gotten really sick. And like I said, I really don't know. I feel like the media has Jaguar and Ali Carter trying to come against each other. There's a lot going on. Hey, Triple, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome back. I appreciate you for pulling up. And
Triple.
with that being said, let's just jump into Nizea. So, for those of you who are not familiar with Nizea, she was reported missing almost a year ago. I did hear about Nizea back in 2024 when she did go missing. I did hear about her. Um, but it was so much things that were not put out there at the moment. So now going into depth to where they have her accuser in custody, now things are now opening up. I'm going to run through the timeline. We will be back with a part two, which goes, and I'm going to literally go through a breakdown. Right now, we're going to go through the initial breakdown. So, for those of you who are not familiar with Nizea's case, you're going to get an understanding of Nizea's situation and what took place. And with that being said, I'm just going to go through the run through of it all. Okay. So, like I told you, it's been nearly a year since 13-year-old Nizea Harris went missing in Detroit East Side. Dozens of search have been conducted since then, but she has never been found. Her case almost went cold until later in the year when Jarvis Butts was arrested in connection to Nizaya's disappearance. Now, Jarvis Butts is the baby father to Nizaya's aunt. Okay? He has 5 children by Nizaya's aunt. Dozens of searches have been found conducted since then, but she has never been found up until right now. She's still missing, and this is why I put finding Nizaya. Okay? Her case almost went cold until a year later when Jarvis Butts was arrested in connection to Nizaya's disappearance. Police began an investigation in her case because it became a homicide. Piece by piece, police have been trying to understand what happened to Nizaya and how Butts is connected to her murder. Prosecutors said Butts was supposed to turn himself in to authorities on a gun charge on January 9th of 2024 of last year. The day Nizaya went missing, but the date ended up being pushed back to February. Harris allegedly met up with Butts that day, and the two reportedly went to Yislip before returning back to Detroit, where Butts checked into a motel. Text records alleges that Butts knew Harris was pregnant and that he began searching online about abortions, abortion pills, and drinking red antifreeze. Hold on 1 minute, guys.
Latest update, Palisades, Eastern Fires. Hey y'all, what's up, Triple? Everybody in the building. Y'all already know Zori's on the loose. She's
I'm
up
sorry
and
about
fat.
that, guys. I'm back. That was my little cousin. My little cousin Gianni is like, he's here too. So, with that being said, authorities believe Butts had been sexually abusing Harris since 2022 before killing her in January. Prosecutors said he had a history of targeting and befriending women to get close to and sexually abuse their daughters. It's not only sexual abuse, it's not only a sexually abuse case based, but based on the involvement in which he interacted with this young woman led up to where we already know that she's no longer with us. And it's just the mere fact that this man still has the audacity to sit here and not even give some type of closure. With that being said, like I said before, authorities believe Butts had been sexually abusing Harris since 2022 before killing her in January. Prosecutors said he had a history of targeting and befriending women to get close to and sexually abuse their daughters. It's not only a sexually abused case Butts is involved with. He's also been charged for reportedly sexually abusing 2 young girls, as well as a conviction for sexual assault in 2005. Prosecutors called Butts a serial rapist who sexually assaulted an 8-year-old family member and a girlfriend, 4-year-old daughter, who reportedly caught chlamydia from the assault. Okay? He was charged on September 27th of 2024 as an habitual fourth-time offender. Butts and Harris had reportedly known each other because he was the father of her cousin. The abuse of the abuse of Harris allegedly began, like we said, in 2022 with sexually explicit texts and photos being sent to the child. He was tracked to the Rogue he was tracked to the Rogue River in Detroit the day after her disappearance, where police would later recover the clothes Harris was last seen wearing. Authorities said there was damages to the clothing that could indicate a struggle. Butts has been charged with first degree premeditated murder, child sexual abuse material, and second degree criminal sexual conduct with a person under 13. Let's just run through the timeline. June 9th, listen very carefully. June 9th, Nizea Harris got off a school bus on Cornwell Street and 3 Mile Drive, which is near to the intersection of Warren Avenue and Outer Drive and Detroit's East Side. She was never seen again after that, okay? Jarvis Butts was scheduled to turn himself into authorities, like I told you guys previous before, on a gun charge. However, what they did, they pushed it back to February. On January 10th, the Detroit Public School Community District launched an investigation after Antoinette Harris, which Antoinette Harris is the grandmother to Nizea, okay? And her actual guardian because she adopted Nizea. When Annette Harris went to the school to report that Nizea never came home, is when the school decided that they will call the authorities themselves and they will go from there. Now, my thing about it is she's 13 years old. It should have never even been you waiting 24 hours. If you know her regular routine was always to come home, you guys knew that whatever altercation took place when she was attending after school, that was not an option. And for the most part, she always came home and she always was home on the time that she was supposed to be home, which was like no later than 3:30. And times passed, and you're telling me that you're not going to question or still call police. You're going to wait 24 hours to then contact the school. But hold on. We gonna go. We gonna go. Okay. So, like I said, Detroit Public School Community District launched an investigation after Antoinette Harris, Nazira's grandmother and guardian, reported her disappearance. He gave his 4-year-old daughter by the aunt a STD. He gave his girlfriend's 4-year-old daughter an STD because he is what they call a serial rapist. So the women that he was coming in contact with, he was coming in contact with them because they had kids. And it was statements of him even violating the boys also. But they really haven't went too in depth. But the 4-year-old was the female he was dating. One moment, guys.
Yeah, Nazaya, um, he was the Nazaya's aunt's boyfriend. So that's how he was, around Nazaya.
But this is a whole nother
Um,
girlfriend. This was a girlfriend. This situation with the 4-year-old took back place back in 2005.
no, I was
Like,
stating why he was around Nazaya because he went with Nazaya's aunt.
oh yeah. That's definitely why he ended up with Nazaya because Nazaya's aunt Shannon um carried 5 kids by him.
And she knew who the fuck he was. Oh, excuse
And
me.
she definitely knew who he was. And because she stated, but we're going to dive deep into that. I don't even want to give too much with that. I just want to run you guys down the timeline because we will be back with another video. Like I left you guys off, it was the school who made the phone call um, to let them know that Nizea was missing. I don't know what the grandmother was doing is crazy for me, but we're going to dive deep into that. February
Exactly. Hey,
14th,
it is very
it
evil
is.
and wicked.
It definitely is. It is sickening. On February 14th of 2024, after officials with the Detroit Public School Community District hit a roadblock, they brought the case to the Detroit Police Department, leading to police canvassing the area and investigating the case on February 14th. On February 15th, the detective Jason Mays and his partner interviewed Jarvis Butts in connection to Nizea's case. Butts claimed he was dealing with a legal issue on the day Nizea went missing. He also told Mays and Johnson that Nizea, who is related to one of his daughters, would occasionally come to his auto shop to work with his daughter. On March 6th, police begin searching a pond near the intersection of Garrett, how would you say, Garrett Avenue and Quinn Road in Clinton Township, relating to Nizea's disappearance. On March 7th, a woman reports to the police she found Nizea's school ID. She 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 said she stepped over it multiple
That
times
story right
for
there, daughter.
2 weeks.
That part right there. You said that the other day. I mean, I don't know.
But that's the breakdown.
I'm not saying it's a lie, but honestly, you just gonna keep stepping over the. Okay, let me just.
Well, let me give you what I put down. The woman who reports that she found Nizea's ID, she stated she stepped over the ID multiple times before even deciding to pick up the ID. And then when
Exactly.
she did pick up the ID, she recognized that it was Nizea on the ID because she's been seeing her on the
Story.
news as a missing
Right.
individual.
But why did it take you so long to pick up? I don't know.
I
Okay.
mean, I can't question that because sometimes you'll see something. I don't know because it was even asked of her during the preliminary hearing, what made you pick up the ID after you've passed it, after you knowing you passed it multiple times. She stated that the ID was face down and she wasn't sure. And she said when she seen it again, it was just like something just told her to pick it up. So she says she reached in her pocket to take out, I think, a tissue or something because she didn't want to put her hands on it. And when she actually picked up the ID and was able to flip it around, is when she noticed that she recognized that that was the young lady that they have been saying that was missing. And so then she contacted police. Now, on March 12th, 2 months after Nizea's disappearance, her family told Local 4 they're holding on to hope of finding her. At this point, there have been over a dozen searches for her. Okay, authorities searched the area of 7 Mile and Berg near the river in relation to Nizea's case. They there they found pink overalls, a black hoodie, and a headphones. And also in the pocket was like almost like I think like a shoestring or something that maybe have came off the hoodie if I'm not mistaken. But it was definitely an overall, which is basically a jumpsuit. Okay, they say the jumpsuit was pink. She had a black hoodie. She also had headphones, and they're stating that the headphones was also inside of her pocket of the black hoodie, and they also found shoes. On August 15th, Detroit police submit a warrant request relating to Nizea's disappearance. On September 26, Wayne County prosecutor Kim Worthy announced Jarvis Butts was charged in connection in her disappearance. Authorities announced the case will be treated as a homicide even though a body has not been found. On September 27th, Jarvis Butts is now arraigned and he's now facing multiple charges in the Nizea murder. On November 1st, Jarvis Butts' preliminary examination begins. It's not only focused on Nizea's case, but it's also two other victims Butts allegedly sexually assaulted. 13-year-old and a 20-year-old testified in two separate sexual abuse cases. On January 6th, Jarvis Butt's preliminary examination continues. Dozens of witnesses have testified so far. More are expected to testify on what they have seen in reaction to Jarvis and his behavior when it comes down to minors. Now, that's the timeline for those of you who may not be aware of the Nigeria case. Um, it's very sickening. It's so many people that failed this young lady, and it goes even deeper. And like I said, hopefully I will have restream up so we can actually listen to testimonies from the actual preliminary hearing so that we can get an idea and speak about it. Um, I looked at the preliminary hearing myself when it came down to they had the grandmother, the aunt, the 9-year-old cousin they also had, but they don't want to put that minor out there because she's a minor. But she, a 9-year-old that is obviously his daughter, did testify in behaviors that she's seen and also things that took place with her. The grandmother, altogether in the household, carries 11 children. But when I tell you, even the story behind the grandmother and the children and them leaving, like Nizea's brother is out out in the world right now. He's struggling. He has family that's trying to help him, but he's definitely going through a mental struggle. They stated Nizea's mother doesn't care and that she was never around, but Nizea's mother has also, Nizea's biological mother has come out to say that although she has struggled with addiction and other situations, now she's like she feels like she's lost because what happened to her is now happening to her baby, and quote unquote her, she states, now this sex shit has got my baby. And she stated, a quote unquote her, even though they're going to make it seem like I'm not around and they're not seeing who I am. I was told to stay behind the scenes, but I'm not going to leave until my baby is found and she's put to rest. And this is coming from Nizea's mom. Now, the picture that the grandmother and the aunt was trying to paint through text messages and even going on the stand, it was like very emotionless. It was like they knew that this young lady was
I,
pregnant. It was so
I
much things, but
definitely
I'm gonna
feel
tell you
like it.
something that caught my eye also. It was a picture that was taken, and as we dive deep into this case, I will get the picture and show you guys and actually post it. It was a picture that was taken of them praying. and the picture that was captured of them praying caught the refrigerator, and the refrigerator had
Has
chains,
locks on, chains on.
like actual chains. Like that shit is
Mhm.
crazy. First Lady OG, I know you got a lot to say about this because I know you are for the children, and like I know this definitely touched a different part because it touched a different part of me. And it's just almost like this young lady, even when people say, look how she was speaking through text messages, I don't even want to say too much because there's so much that we're about to go into and talk about and break down, that when I tell you, it's so disheartening. But yeah, First Lady, go right ahead and put your feelings in there because like I said, this shit is crazy. And this young lady definitely didn't have to be gone right now. And for her body to still not be found and for her to be pregnant, like it was, even all the kids that was in the household, all the kids was in the household just because a old ass woman decided that this was the way she was going to get a check. I don't know which better way to say it. With the
I
aunts,
mean that's
you
it.
was just
There's
looking
only
for a man to, I don't know. It's craziness. It's just nasty.
I feel like first and foremost, ever since because as we were stating to you, Savage Royalty also covered this case a couple of times, and she just did an update last week. But from the very beginning, I've always felt like the grandmother was a op. I always felt like the aunt was a op. I always felt like it was so much going on in that household. All of them children were being abused and neglected. There's chains on the refrigerators, which means that they can't eat freely. So that's already abuse. Um, you know how I feel about three-letter organizations at the end of the day. So I really don't care too much about CPS to say that they failed to, and then at the end of the day, because their whole construction is failure, because they are part of the problem, because they are connected with trafficking the children. This is the easy way for the culprits to have the children removed when you have agencies working for you to take the children. But with that being said, as far as a grandmother being a op, it sounds like it's impossible, but it's not. I will tell you firsthand knowledge from to make a long story short, when I made a move with my daughter, can tell you that they called me Harriet Tubman with the Underground Railroad because I had a young lady extracted from Virginia and brought to Pennsylvania to put her in a domestic violence home because she was being um, abused where she lived. And as soon as I spoke with her mother and grandmother, immediately knew that they were ops as well. So
Yeah,
believe it or
it,
not,
it
it
was
is
disgusting.
very
It was
possible.
absolutely disgusting. And I think
Yeah.
honestly, when we dive deep into this case, you're going to realize that that's what it was. And when the judge said what she said, OMG, I so much understood that judge. I felt like that judge was reading my every thought when she said what she said. And I'm going to hold that because I actually want us to walk through so we can actually do a live reaction. And with that said, I am actually going to be live where you guys could see me because I need you guys to see my live reaction. Because when I tell you, even going back to see it with you guys, I know what my reaction is gonna give, and I know what y'all reaction is gonna give. It was, listen, I mean, the preliminary hearing blew me really, really far. And like I said, even with the picture of being painted of her being fast and all of that, prior before Jarvis Butts, she was engaged in dealing with an older man, right? And this older man that she was dealing with was autistic and they were having sexual relations, and which she had to move Antoinette Harris, which is the grandmother, the foster parent of Naziah Harris, had to move out of that county into another county. That's why they ended up where they were.
I tell you, man. when you really dig down in between, just like Hank said, the evilness of people, the unrealness of people, and when you are a real person that has a true soul, it's like, how, first and foremost, can you harm the children? Like, that's my biggest thing right here. Like, how can you harm the
Listen,
children
and
that are the future?
he was harming his own children, First Lady OG. And the sickest shit about it, when it comes down to the grandmother and the mother that mothers the children by him, for her to do certain things that she did, because let's make this quite clear. Nizaya and Isaiah's other siblings had other family members that were willing to take them in because they knew and found out what was going on, because the kids was reaching out to them through various ways. At one point the kids was able to visit them, but based on them calling CPS, that's what stopped the kids from being able to now visit other family members. When the father came into play, because let's make this quite clear, the father was paying his child support, even though he had a whole nother family in the picture that's being put out there. The father himself stated on a news report, Detroit news outlet, that listen, I reached out on multiple occasions. I even came to the home to try to see my daughter and all of that. And it was told to me that it was best that I just allow the grandmother, which is Nizaya's grandmother, to take care of her and foster her based on my situation. Now, yes, Nizaya's mom was involved with a married man at the time, but the way their relationship came about wasn't what it was. I'll be right back, guys, because Zori's acting like she can't open the door, so she needs me to open it for her. I'll be back.
That man is probably so crushed because had he been given, what's his situation? Being married with another woman with children. So what? It did not mean that he did not want to take possession or could not take ownership of his own daughter. That's his biological daughter. If the mother situation was faulty and she got 11, 12 kids in there, if her father wanted her, but they know why they didn't want the father, because I don't know whether this dude is paying them off, whether this dude is, yo, there's a little girl from Mississippi that got these lines that she spit, yo. And when she says, like a doughboy ain't a pedophile as long as he's getting that bag, like this is my problem with families that AKA save face.
And
Like
that's
you
the thing
save
about it.
face for a bag and hurt a child in between just to line your pockets is unbelievable.
But this is the thing. They knew who he was. And that's why I said, like, when we go through the breakdown of this case, when I tell you it's so heart wrenching, but my main thing for those that love Nizaya, and for those who definitely was trying to give all of the children an outlet, not just Nizaya, all of the children. And when I tell you they contacted CPS, all of those things, and nothing took place. CPS went to the house multiple times because of multiple complaints from other family members, and then is going to sit there and tell these family members, well, oh no, he's good, he can be around children, no, he doesn't have no nothing against him, he's not on parole, he's not on a sex registry, none of that. You guys did not do your extensive research. And then when you guys do the extensive research is when this young lady is this she's gone. Okay. And like I said, what I wish for the family is that this man, Jarvis Butts, like, come on, my boy. You don't even deserve, like, you literally deserve the death penalty, my man. And you, at the end of the day, at least, at least allow this young lady to get a good passing on. Let them know where she is, where her body is. She has an unborn child in her. Listen, it's so sickening because even when you listen to the case and you know it, she was about 4 to 5 months, even through the text messages.
Hello? Oh, I don't know what happened, y'all, but y'all know we be having technical difficulties. Um, but yes, the adults, yes, yeah, Sonia, they most definitely knew what was going on. For my very first time
They
of
knew.
listening to the story with, like I said, with Savage, I automatically knew, like right off the bat. I mean, like at the end of the day, there's just certain things that are just not able to be hid, like and realize, realize, realize.
But the aunt definitely knew because she was also using the aunt phone. And oh my God, because this case is so real and so it's emotional. Like I don't know what I will feel with my daughter. Like I'm telling you right now, I'll probably be underneath the jail because by the time I'm done, listen here, I don't know if look, to each his own. But when I tell you this goes so deep that the grandmother needs to definitely go to jail. The aunt needs to go to jail. I don't believe in putting the kids in foster care because I just feel like foster kids know better. But they do have other family members that are productive people that are willing to take them in. The the boy that ends up leaving, she told the boy, "Go ahead, do what you want. You can leave, but we gonna keep this between us. I'm gonna give you a percentage when the money comes for you, and that'll be that." You know what I mean? But look, I got I got Zori in the back of me, y'all. And Zori definitely is definitely gonna. You already know, y'all.
Will
What
you
are you
let
gonna
her
say
say
hi? Or are you
hello,
gonna
please?
say
Let her
oh,
say
let's say
hello,
hi,
please.
Zori? No, no, say hi, Theodicy podcast, and say hi, Sonia. Say hi, Hank. And you know who's in the building? You see, Gma is right there in the corner.
Hi,
All right, so there
Zori.
you. So Zori's in the building, y'all. As y'all know, she's coming in as my secondary reporter. But we definitely are gonna dive so deep into this case because, like I said, we gotta look forward to even protecting babies like my babies, and I'm out here to protect all everybody babies. And it doesn't necessarily have to be your child or you knowing somebody's child, no matter where they are in the world. These babies don't need to be destroyed. They are the light. They are the light. And if you afford them the opportunity, they have so much greatness within them. Like this one right here. She got a lot of energy. She always wanna thank you. Yes. You're right. Thank you. Thank you. You're the best, Zuri. Thank you. Here you go. You are my best friend. And this is what I'm talking about. And this right here is just priceless, right? And this is what we gotta protect no matter what. And when I tell you they failed this young lady traumatically, they failed this lady traumatically. Could you give mommy 1 minute, baby? Well, guys, yeah, I
Yo,
already
what's
know.
going on over there, like in Detroit, period, Sonia? Like, damn, 22 kids and a offender. Detroit man killed his baby mother, 13-year-old niece, after getting her pregnant. Like, these cowards is out here doing wicked stunts with children. You impregnating them and then you killing them to save face like ain't nobody gonna catch your ass. Like, I just can't. Like, that's a whole nother story. I'm about to send that to you too, daughter, because this is in damn Detroit too. Crazy, 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 crazy. Wow. Y'all know this crazy, man. It's crazy. Y'all still there?
I'm sorry about that, first lady. Yes, I'm still there. He got women from his looks and their low self-esteem. They would do anything
Yup.
to keep you. And
Yup.
the saddest
And
thing
that's
about it is that's
sad,
exactly what took
Tanya.
place. They looked
And
at
in
the
a
fact,
lot of
and
these
that's who he
places.
was looking for. He was looking
Yep.
for women with
They
low
plenty on weak
self-esteem
women.
that had children. And the saddest
Mm-hmm.
part that he was able to make his own children and still violate his own children. And then for me, when you hear Shannon, which is the aunt of Nizea, that has three daughters by him, and what took place to even prompt the other family members to even get involved, it is just beyond me. But it's like, damn, to be, allow her to rest in peace. Allow her to rest in peace. I will say this, guys. They have allegedly stated, based on findings, is that it was a body found behind a home on the west side. However, she was on the east side. But I'll be real with you.
Got a question,
When
daughter. Why the
huh?
hell? Why the hell is he masked up like that? So you can't really see who he is. Like, what's all of this really funny fuck shit going on?
I
Like at the
mean,
end
I'll
of the
be
day,
honest with you. I said the same thing, but I think he knows that he is a disgrace. I think everybody that
who he look
even,
like in that mask?
I haven't
Yeah.
even penetrated his face just because I just think he's just disgusting. I have to go back and look at it to tell you, but I literally couldn't even penetrate his face once I seen her face. And then the craziest thing for me was the fact that this was happening from way back in the 2000s, okay? And like I said, they failed all of these children that were violated by him,
Mhm.
even the justice system. Because why is he a fourth time offender? He shouldn't even be a
Exactly.
fourth time offender. You hear what I'm
Exactly.
saying? What we talking about? You guys still put him out what? And then the people surrounding the situation, like I said, the grandmother, the children definitely need to be removed and placed with the family members that genuinely want to help these children. One of the boys that is the second oldest to Nizer end up leaving. And like I said, she continued to collect a check for this kid, knowing that this kid was no longer in her household and he was from pillow to post, and he was contacting the family members that were trying to assist him and help him by having him come stay with them to get cash apps. When they told him, like, listen, we'll give you whatever you want, but let us help you. Like, this is not the way. We can't keep just sending you cash apps every single moment when you need it, and you are just everywhere. You have a home. Sad thing about it is that kid is probably so messed up and so heartbroken and so destroyed, and have probably been through so much different traumatic situations, especially losing his first love, which was his mother, then to now come and lose his sister. And Nizea and this brother had a bond. So So
Mhm.
it's just like it's nasty, but we're gonna dive deep. We're gonna dive so deep into this right here. I will be playing um the preliminary hearing. I will also be playing the trial when the trial happens. We are gonna discuss the preliminary hearing for right now. We're gonna listen to all the testimonies that happen in the preliminary hearing. I'm gonna break it down so that way we could really dive into each person that did come and testify in the Jarvis Butts case in regards to Nizea Harris. So look, we're gonna dive deep into that. Um Tomorrow I'm gonna discuss it with First Lady OG, but I'm trying to finish off and talk about Ali also. So I'm definitely trying to fit in about two lives tomorrow, which will probably be Ali early in the day, and we'll probably jump into Nizea later on in the night, which will be part two. So just stay tuned for that and check out the community wall because I will be posting everything on the community wall to keep you guys updated on what I will be doing. Like I said, this is really, really sad. It's sad. And I just wish that this man would just just let us know where her body is. Let us know where her body is. So that way she could be put to rest the right way. Her and the unborn baby. And I mean, like I said, allegedly they have found remains on the west side of where she was on the outer part of what they said outer Detroit. It's an
Yo,
area
that's
with
why I say, y'all, pay attention though. In almost every different YouTube boy, this boy looks different. That's why he's masked up. His hair is different on three different videos, but it's the same damn boy at the same damn date for the same damn trial. Why does he look three different ways and masked up? I'm telling you, man, it's be a lot of crisis act shit going on too, man. We really gotta, like I say, it's about the children. A baby lost her life, but the funniness and the wickedness is that this damn country and this damn media would set up a whole damn story faking and fluking when they already knew what it was. And now just to cover their ass and make it look one way, because I am here scrolling for the same damn man, Jarvis Butts, that looks like three different men, and it's supposed to be the same court day with this
well,
mask
that's
on
what
his
they
face. This
did.
one he
Well,
got a
that's
little
what they did.
afro. This one he
Because
got a low cut teaser. Then he
let me
got two
explain,
braids. Like, which one is him?
Mom. This is what they did. Jarvis Butts has been to multiple hearings in regards to sexually abusing minors. What they did was take the other pictures from other older court dates that went to trial. That's why he shouldn't have been out. That's why the system failed 100%. And
But
they put it
I'm
under
just
this
saying,
court
like,
date right here. But those
that's
are
crazy.
older pictures. So when you go and you look, those are from other court dates from previous sexual abuse cases that he has.
Detroit 2,
When
10
he
days
came in
ago.
contact
Looking
with
crazy.
Shannon, he was supposed to
Court TV,
register
5 days
in the
ago.
state that they were in the
No,
state
I
of
get it.
Detroit,
I'm just
but
saying,
he
y'all,
never
pay attention.
registered.
This one is 10 days ago. This one is 5 days ago. He looks totally different.
But that's what I'm telling you. Those are the pictures. Because I really went into the extensive. That's why I want to break
I
it
mean, I
down.
get what you're saying, but he
Those
still
are the
looks different.
pictures.
And he's wearing a mask every trip.
Right. And
Why?
that's even what the judge told him too. But I will say this, that is him 100%. It is him 100%. Even when you go back
I mean,
to
I'm
the
not saying that it's not
old
him at the end of the day, but we really don't know what nothing is
pictures
100%. So let's not
for
say
the
that
other
because we
trials
don't
that
know that. All right, she's going
I
in and
mean,
out, y'all.
look,
Yeah, they should do it with the
as of right
grandmother and the
now,
aunt.
Okay, so as of right now, what I want to do is I want to be able to dive deep in to the case even more. Like I said, I will be playing the interview
You on the
in
east side or the
regard.
west side, Sonia?
Did she answer
Damn,
you?
Detroit is like
But we're
like
gonna
like
dive deep
out
into it.
west.
And First Lady OG, like I said, it could be it's a lot of things or whatever have you. But what I did realize diving deep into it was because a lot of things is going out about Jarvis Butts on social media. They took his previous trials that he has had for sexual abuse of minors and put it under the same dates. They're not. You can go back and research and see it. Like they're not. You can see what the trial was. Like the 4-year-old that he had a case where he had a mask on and he had his braids done. He had braids going straight back and cornrows with a mask on. Like it's multiple of those, but we're gonna dive more deep into it, and I definitely want to hear more of your insight as we dive deep into this case. Because, like I said, we're living in a world of corruption. Yes, we are, and we're living in a world of divisiveness, meaning what we're looking at could be very deceiving to the eye because it's the media that's putting it out. And so that's when First Lady is breaking down, like, look, I'm looking at this, that, and the third. And that's what we're dealing with. And that's what makes it even more, what would I say? It makes it makes it to where you definitely just want to keep on diving deep in to be able to actually put each piece to the puzzle where it needs to be. But what I would say, this young lady is missing, and he knows where this young lady is because he impregnated her, and because he already had multiple cases against him and already served time prior before. And like I said, he was a fourth time offender. It should have been no way that he even became a fourth time offender behind assaulting a 4-year-old baby. Let's make that shit make sense. But look where we at. But y'all, I definitely listen. I dive deep. I dive deep, and even if I gotta play it through audio, because like I said, hopefully I can get this StreamYard perfectly set up so I can go through not StreamYard, Restream perfectly set up so I can go through Restream where I can actually play the actual preliminary hearing alongside other interviews that took place in regards to Isaiah. um and we could definitely just go off based off of what we're hearing and do certain breakdowns. So just stay tuned for that. But if that is going to give me issues, just look forward to the audio, because I will still come through and play the audio of the preliminary hearing. And what I'll do is post a picture of each person that will be speaking, that's testifying in the preliminary hearing of Jarvis Butt. First Lady OG, go ahead, take it away.
Thank y'all very much for tuning in and hanging out with us. We definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all know I'm more of a real so uncut and really understanding how much these people control and the things that they work on doing with us as the people in our communities, even the way that they depict us on the news and things of that nature. But with that being said, at the end of the day, it's always about the babies, and that's the bottom line to it all. So I definitely want to send love, prayers, and power to Naziah. She didn't deserve to die. She was an innocent child. Whether or not she was impregnated, she still could have been able to live herself with her child if people weren't so scared of hiding what was going on, because they knew now that everybody's going to know that y'all knew it from the very beginning. But anyhow, I thank everybody for tuning in. Like I said, check out firstladyent.com if you want to become a voice. Make sure that I have your Gmail. Um, Follow me on social media. Definitely check me out here at I am Auntie House. And until the next time, I appreciate all again the Bush Watchers, Replay Gang, those that are in here with us, Sonia Hank, who always seem to make sure that they catch the notifications and come through. But if not, we'll know they'll see it at a later date. And we do appreciate the love and support. Again, I thank the Odyssey Podcast and the host Word Justice for having me here in their home. And again, follow me, subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Hit the bell and subscribe so you never miss a live. And until the next time, peace, love, and light.
Yes, you heard it right here from the First Lady OG, peace, love, and light. And with that being said, you guys already know we will be back with part two. Just keep in mind all of the timelines that I went through in regards to Isaiah up until the time that she was missing. Also, stay tuned for our morning live because we definitely will, 9 times out of 10, be doing a morning live. Just look at the community wall, guys. I'll be posting on the community wall so you guys will know what time we'll be going live tomorrow morning to dive back deep into this Ali Carter whole situation and what's happening in regards to Ali Carter. Um, I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. As you guys know, like I can't do this without you guys. And thank you so much, First Lady OG, for always just blessing me with your grace and your presence and just your knowledge. Like this is what we need, the converse as from the elder to the younger. And this is what this conversation should always look like amongst each other. With that being said, thank you to the Bush Watchers, the Replay Gang. We look, we out here, we doing it, we doing big things. Um, Replay Gang, I love you guys. And last but not least, my beautiful subscribers. Thank you guys so much for always keeping me in tune, always keeping me alert on things that's happening, leaving comments in the comment box. I appreciate you guys. Continue to do that. Things that you guys come about that you want me to talk about, put it there. I will talk about it. I don't care what part of the world you in. We all need to be aware of all of the world, all of our surroundings. You know what I mean? And here we go with Zori. With that being said, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for just y'all support. Like First Lady OG said, peace, love, and light from our family to y'all. Ta-da. Okay. And with that being said, we will be back. This is the
Say
Odyssey
bye,
Podcast.
everybody. Zori, say bye to everybody.
Come. Zuri, come. You're not going to come? Zuri. You're
Bye,
not going to come say
Zori.
bye? Say bye, the Odyssey Podcast. she got, she got, she got my little makeup thing. Okay, thank you. All right. No, that's mine. But yes, guys, thank you guys so much. This is the Odyssey Podcast with your girl Word and the First Lady OG in the building. And this is Word on the Street. And we will be back with another one. So just stay tuned. And for those of you guys who are gonna be new, just hit that up like button or down like button. Either one, y'all. Y'all already know. I love it all. With that being said, tell a friend to tell a friend that the Odyssey Podcast is out here. Holla's voice is Hollis Voice OG is Auntie's house is out here. We are out here. Go subscribe if you're not subscribed. She's about to be live. She'll probably be live on Restream before me, y'all. But y'all already know she's going to be in the building. And I already know y'all know what type of jewels she's dropping. So yeah, get over, go subscribe, do your thing. So when she go live, you guys will be notified. And don't forget Marta the Smarter. I put that. Oh, First Lady OG put that in the link. So if y'all scroll back through my link, y'all gonna see Marta the Smarter 10:01 a.m. on YouTube. Savage Royalty right here on YouTube. Stay tuned and listen, y'all. When I tell you, if I don't got the sauce, I know somebody else that do got the sauce. So what we gonna do is just keep on just, you know what I mean, making it multiply. It takes a village to make anything powerful. That's what we need to understand. Just like they say it takes a village to raise a child, for sure. But it takes a village to really make everything possible. Trust me when I tell you. I love you guys. Peace, love, and light. You want to say peace, love, and light, Zuri? Here we go, y'all. Y'all already know. She ready to play. All right, y'all. Love you guys. Peace.